Hello everyone, it's Julie from Camelia Crafts Designs. Welcome and welcome back. I'm here today to make some little dangly journal tags, that you can attach to other tags, attach to journals, attach to journaling cards, anything you like. And I've got a few different products I'm going to use. A lot of these are products I've had for years and years and dug out. You might not even be able to get hold of them, but I'm sure there'll be a modern day equivalent or a lot of things you can adapt and use. Right, I'm using this book. It's the Reader's Digest Encyclopaedia of Garden Plants and Flowers, which I know quite a few of you already had and some have gone out and bought. So I've previously made some faux postage stamps and tea cards. I'm going to do something with these little black and white images today because they're just so cute. Yeah, they just really are. So, look at that one. I've got 3 all on one page and 3 stamps. So I've used this as an excuse to go out and buy myself a new circle punch. I had one that were too big for these and one that were too small. I had a 1.5 and a 1 inch. So I've gone ahead and bought the 1.25. So thank you to the lovely people who have bought me a coffee and made that possible. I really, honestly do appreciate it. Right, so I'm going to start by, I've just took a handful of pages out. I've just took one signature out at book. I've not picked and chose. I think there's so much gorgeousness in that book. It will mean though that most of the ones I make today will end up starting with A, which is just going to happen, isn't it? So, right, if you look, some of them have got words at the top that, well, the words, it's actually the name of the plant, and some don't. So these are the ones I think I want to do circular without the names. And some of these I want to do square with the names. So I'm going to have to cut it, aren't I? Let's find one that has a mixture. That has a mixture. So I'm going to, oh, that would make a nice little rectangular one. I'm just going to cut up this page with my scissors. I'm going to have to. And I'm not going to save every scrap of text in this book because there is so much of it. Yeah, I'm going to do something that it's foreign to me. I actually might throw some away. Yeah, throw some away. I commented on someone's video today who said they might be throwing some away, and I'm like, throw away, I don't understand. And now I'm doing a video and saying exactly the same thing. I'm crazy. Well, I'm not actually. That's as crazy as my life gets. Yeah, it's still pretty dull, isn't it? Throwing a bit of paper away. Ooh, arrester. Right, I'm going to try my 1.25 inch circle punch around this tree. So that's going to get the tree in, and it's just going to get the name below in. I think I can live with that. Yeah, I can. There we go. Yeah, well, that's inked up. I'm going to like that. So that's one. I just want to do a couple of circles first, don't I? I might see if I can get that strawberry tree. Oh, that needs to be a square, doesn't it? It just really does, because it's a strawberry tree and it's much nicer than that tree on the other side. So I'm going to cut wide, because then I'm going to trim this down with a trimmer. If I try and get this straight with my scissors, I really will end up with a 1 millimetre square piece of paper. So it's not happening. I'm going to do my first cut by lining it up under the name at the bottom. Don't cut the name off, woman. Oh, you've left a little bit too much on there, haven't you, missus? A bit more off. A bit more off both sides. There you go. And I want to keep all the name. I won't be doing this one with punch. I just don't. Yeah. When you can do them easy with a trimmer, I don't really buy square and rectangle punches, although it would be handy. But yeah, you don't have to mess about getting your die cut machine out, do you? Still not done it straight under there, but I can live with it. That'll live with it, she says. Just want a bit more off that edge now. There we go, that's straighter. That's as wonky as a donkey's. That really is. That's terrible. That'll do. It'll have to do, won't it? Because I've done it now. Right, and what I'm going to back these on There's some things that were destined to be tags, but to be honest, I'm just saving myself the time by stenciling and stamping. I've got some tags in here that I've got, yeah, they've got that as well. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Text, that's what I'm trying to say. They've already been stamped with text when I get the right box. Here we go. That's one, that's two, that's another. So yeah, I'll be using some of those. Right. And this time, because I have got this to work round, I'm going to be very brave. I'm just going to ink this first, and then I'm going to cut it with scissors. Woohoo! Look at me cutting it with scissors. I just think it'll look nice with scissors around, with text around outside. So might as well cut that bit off as I'm going onto. Yeah, that's going to get matted on. Right, I'm going to ink first. I'm not going to ink too dark. I want to try and make this look a bronzy colour, and I'm going to try a couple of methods. This is where some of my other bits are going to come in. Right, over the years I've bought Inca Gold, and it's in gold. Would you believe I bought it in gold? You can get Inca Gold in other colours, strangely enough. This is old gold. I don't want it to be really shiny, so I've tried putting a little bit of ink on underneath. Right, now this stuff, it seems pretty expensive. This was about £8–9, but it doesn't smell like shoe polish, this one, so it's definitely, oh, it's gone hard. Have I not had the lid on properly? I was just about to say it last year's. It's a lot drier than it was. Right, I'm just going to put a little bit on the edges. I must have not been in this for about a year. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it's dried up, but it's still. Do you know something? Do you know why I don't use this? I found it too. Ugh, it was too. Yeah, I got loads on. It was too liquidy. So maybe, I don't know if it's water based. Could I dip a wet brush in and use it that way? It's taking a lot longer to put on, but I'm so getting the effect I want. I really didn't like it that much before. That's why I was going to put ink under it, because I didn't like how gold it were. I don't know if you can even see that. I'll pop it on to a lighter card. It does just, it probably to you on video, it's just going to look inked, but you can see the teeny tiny little bit of a shimmer. It looks like it's had gold leaf on it. Look, got my finger. Let's get a baby wipe for that. So yeah, if you know, tell me, does Inca Gold go off? Is that something that happens? Is it because I've not had my lid on tight enough, or does it just happen? I suppose it'll tell you somewhere what it's made of. Don't know. It's got one of these. Yeah, peel it off and read. We don't read instructions, do we? No. Instructions. I can't see. I can't see anywhere where it tells me whether it's water based, oil based. What does it say up front? Fast drying metal gloss paint. So if it's gloss paint, I'm going to guess it's oil based. So I don't think putting water in it will help. I don't know. It's just got enough life left in to work. Very strange that. Right, I'm going to get my glue stick and glue this on. Get my new glue book. I've got a little one. Where are you, little glue book? There you are. I've got myself a new old puzzle book out. Take a Break Minis. Oh, look at that woman. She's won all that money doing puzzles. £750. I've never met anyone who won a take a break puzzle competition. But I've met someone who was struck by lightning, so I'm not laughing at the person who was struck by lightning. That's the logic I apply. That's why I don't do lottery and things. Yeah. You literally have got more chance of being struck by lightning. I'm sure the few people who've won will disagree. Right, I'm going to pop that on there now. I just think that looks so cute. The stamping behind just adds a little something to it, doesn't it? Right, and I'm going to let that dry and make a circular one. Right. Which one's going to make a good circular one? Did we punch it? We've done that one already, haven't we? We've done one. I've done it and forgot, yeah? Crazy woman. Here we go. Let's get my tree back. Here we go. Let's ink up the tree. Whee! Yeah, I've got a thing about circle punches. I've got quite a few now. And it doesn't need much of an excuse for me to buy one. I got me buy me a coffee page up so I can thank people. So here are the people who I would like to thank for making my recent few purchases possible. A couple of people, they've not got profiles on Buy Me a Coffee, and I'm not going to read their email addresses out. They may not have used their own email addresses, so if you are the someone who doesn't have a name, you know that you are the someones. I've got a couple of someones, so thank you to the anonymous someones. Yeah, and thank you Valerie, and another someone, Melina, Karen, Sally, Violet. You come up as a someone, Violet, but I know you're Violet. Deborah, Lynn, I know there's another one. Cheryl, Zoe, Anya, and I think that's it since I last said thank you. I'll go Heather and Pam and Karen, that's a different Karen, and Kathleen and Anya again. So yeah, thank you very much. I use it to buy items that I'd normally hum and ah. I spend them on items that I'd consider a want rather than a need. I mean, I do have some dies, but that means getting die cutting machine out, finding dies, using it, not losing die, and print die away. This way it's easier. I've got a circle punch. And I already had this 1.5 inch scallop, so I've got the 1 1/4 inch plain one to go with it. So we've done the tree in a 1 1/4 inch circle. You can do them any size you've got. If you've got dies, do it. If you want to cut them by hand, do it. You don't even need to use a scallop. I just fancied a scallop. I'll try a scallop. If I don't like it, I'll do it in a non-scallop. So I've done a 1 1/4 inch scallop there. Scallop might not fit this. Do you know what? I don't think I like it with a scallop, to be quite honest. So I'm going to go for my 1 1/2 inch non-scallop and try it again. I really don't think a scallop goes with that. Sorry, scallop punch. It's not the aesthetic I'm trying to achieve. That was a mouthful for me. Yeah, I like it much better with that. The scallop looks really nice if you're doing colourful florals and things. These trees are a little bit more austere, aren't they? Right, I'm going to put a teensy bit of ink on, and I'm going to try inking this up with another random purchase from years ago. This were a TV craft channel purchase, and to be quite honest, I won't buy them again. These are gilding blush. What on earth's gilding blush? Is it gilding paste? I'll tell you what, it smells exactly like shoe polish. So if I wanted a different colour, do you know what I'd buy? Shoe polish. And put a little bit of sparkle in it. I would. I'll put some perfect pearls in some shoe polish. I'm sure it does the same job. I've got, oh, what's the colour? Bronze and silver and fusion. I've no idea what fusion is. A fusion of what? Gold and silver? I haven't a clue. So I'm just going to look at bottom. That's the fusion. It looks Yeah, one looks very silver. That looks like mahogany to me. That looks like you've done a fake tan. It went a little bit wrong, like you've left it on too long or got wrong colour. That looks, yeah, I'm going to try that. Fusion. And it works. Yeah, it's like a gilding wax, I suppose. It is very waxy and greasy. Oh. Yeah, it goes. I don't know whether this has gone off. I haven't a clue. No, it seems just like it when I bought it. I'm in the right mood, aren't I? No, it's like, you buy these things, don't you? You see them and they're telling you on TV, oh, you must have this, you must have it. It's going to change your life. Oh, you can't do this without this product. And you sat there watching with your tongue hanging out, going, yeah, we've got to have that, yeah. Oh, and I get 20% off. Oh, and if I buy 3, I get them for the price of 2. You've all been there, haven't you? Well, most of you have been there. Some probably have got more self-control and restraint than others. No, I'm not overly impressed by anything that does. I'm going to put it on a bit of blank card just to see what's occurring. Is it? It just looks like mucky grey. It's mucky grey. It is. Mucky grey, that. Maybe I'll look up a YouTube video and see what you're supposed to do with it. That's not impressed me much. Oh, that's Shania Twain. That don't impress me much. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to use it. It's done something. It's added something to it. So that's that. That with the Inca Gold. 20-year-old Inca Gold. It looks different to when I've not used it. So, right, I've lost my glue book. Here it is. Would I be me if I'd not lost summer? Pop a bit of glue on. And stick it. I want it, I don't know, do I want it right way up there? I'm going to try and put it so the writing is going across horizontally. I probably will fail, but I don't think well they'll end. I've not heard a clap of thunder. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so yeah, one's done with gilding blush and fusion. Yeah, whatever on earth that is. Bought it and I don't know where it is. The power of TV. So this one should be dry now, so I'm just going to punch a little hole in it, in the corner. I'm not going to use an eyelet at first, and I'll see what it looks like. It's going to rip into it. I can't find any eyelets in this size that work. I don't know if any exist. I'd love to know if anyone else knows. So I'm going to switch to the big eyelet. Yeah, the 3/16 of an inch one. I'll grab my eyelets. I'm going to use the oldie goldie colour because it's my favourite. Yes, someone did ask where I got these eyelets from. I buy them off Amazon. The brand is Blackspur. Now, they used to do that brand in Poundland. I don't know if they still do, because I've not been in Poundland for over a year. But I'd not seen them in Poundland for a while then. I think they cost me about £2.50 for a pack of 100. Or it might even be 200. But they work really well and I like the colour. So that's that. I'm going to leave that one a while because it's not dry yet. So let's find another couple of nice pictures. We could do a bigger one that includes some of the writing, couldn't we? I can't read it. Aphalandra. I mean, that would make a lovely little journal card because it's just a little short, concise little bit about that plant. So let's try it. Let's do it. What am I going to chop onto the side? Nothing thrilling, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll cut those off first. Doesn't want to. I don't want to get big trimmer out. I just don't. Cut the bottom off first, woman. Cut it off. There you go, you've gone. Will it fit in now? No. Don't want to get big trimmer out. I'm so whiny today. I really am. Yeah, it fits. Oh, what do I like? I'm just going to cut there. Because then I can use those again for little faux stamps or something. Yeah, that's done it. Lovely. I'm going to cut. This is a situation where I could do with that light board to see exactly where I'm cutting. It would actually come in really, really handy. But I think I'm using the socket. Oh no, I aren't. It's here. I'm going to use it. I've got it down here on my side of my desk. And I want to cut this in the right place. Because when I cut that little one, I didn't quite get it where I wanted it, did I? So, here we go. I want it there. Just allows me to see exactly where I'm going to cut. I love it for this. There, I've got just exactly the same amount at both sides. Yeah, it really soothes the heart of a perfectionist. Which I switch from being a perfectionist to a slapdash. Yeah, slapdash Mary, is it? I don't know why Mary's a slapdash. I do apologise to any Marys out there who might be watching and take offence at that. Sorry. Yeah, I like that. That's just, I like it. What more is there to say about that? Just so many ways you can use this book, and that's before you start taking old pages out and doing origami type things with them, isn't it? I'm sure I've bought digitals that look just like this. Won't need to buy those digitals anymore when I've got a book full of them to use. I hear squeaking stairs behind me. I thought I had a child coming to ask questions. I don't. I'll have a sip of my coffee. Right, so yeah, I like that one. Right, let's grab another piece of... I don't know if I want text behind on this one. Just bring that out of the way. Because I've got a lot of text on there, I think it'd just be too much text. I think it will. Let's see what else I've got already done. I did have some tags that I'd like stenciling on, or some just coffee dyed ones. Oh, I like that. That's a nice colour. Oh, it's a lovely... I think it goes well with that too. Or does it? I don't know. Do I just want cream? I had this last time. I was getting very particular about the colour of the background I wanted to use with these, wasn't I? Oh, like that. I do like that. I could make this just a tag. We could make a tag and dangle one of those from the top, but then it'd be a different plant. So, you know, just make it a little journal card, woman. Just do it. Yeah, I'm going to use the chopper for this because everything else we're doing with a chopper. Don't need the... I can see roughly where I want it. Don't need the light board to get it exact. But yeah, it's just really handy to have down the side of my table, that. Yeah, I like that. I do. Ooh, just had another thought. Now I've already inked it. I could do the little corner notches, couldn't I? You know, like I've done before with my circle. But no, I'd lose some of the writing. No, so that's not going to work. Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll ruin it. You'll regret it. You really will. Glue book back. Glue stick back. Turn that woman over. Stop flashing your cash, missus. We don't want to see it. Right. And I think because I've gone for a really inked background, I'm covering all that lovely inking up, aren't I? But I love the look of it just round the edge. I did that with, if anyone's interested, a vintage photo. I have told you once before when I've used a piece for it. That was vintage photo and water that I'd left in a bottle for about 2 weeks on windowsill, and it went green. but it's such a lovely green. I think if I tried to do that again, it probably would go wrong or go mouldy or something, but this didn't. I think it was because it was left in the really strong sun. I've no idea. I don't know that much about colours and what affects them. Right, I do like that though. Right, I'm going to bring in one more thing here now for doing edges with. Look at this. I think my children had this at one point, because I would never in my wildest dreams have got it round the edge. I'm not sure what colour that is now. That, is it gold or green? It's definitely green. Now I need to clean my finger, because I did not want to have a green finger. That's a joke, isn't it? I'm using a book about plants and I've ended up with a green finger. Yeah, there you go. Hey, one of my subscribers, her husband, actually uses that book to learn about plants. How strange is that? You know I'm only joking, yeah? So she's not allowed to cut it up. It's quite sad. Right, what colour shall I go for? These are called rub-ons. I have no idea. I picked these up in the range, and I'm talking, it's a lot of years ago, back when we didn't have a range around here, and I'm going to try this colour here. It looks bronzy, and to be honest it feels like a nicer version of that really expensive stuff I bought off Craft TV. It's like waxy. It smells more like wax crayons than shoe polish. To be honest, it's going on a bit like the Tim Holtz crayons. And I'm just putting a little bit around edge. Because this card's a little bit textured that I've used as well. I like it. I just wanted to do something other than just putting a piece of paper on a piece of paper and putting an hole in it. Do you know what I mean? I fancied messing, but I didn't know what I wanted to mess with. So I got a few things out to mess with. I quite like that. We've still got the green, but we've also got some brown. That one obviously went a sparkly one. Some of they're not sparkly and these are sparkly. Just realised that. So I'm going to get a bit of that one as well. That's a sparkly bronzy one on top of the brown. Oh yes, that's nice. I wanted it to look, you know, like those picture frames you get. Yeah, you know what I mean. There's probably a name for what's been done to them. Gilded, yeah. Yeah, I've also got some gilding wax somewhere. I thought that would be in the same drawer, but it wasn't. Oh, I like that. Just give us a little bit of a metallic look. So these look like they're in little metal frames now. Oh, look at that. I've gone really splodgy there with my finger. I don't like that. I'm really unhappy about that. I might have to put the hole up there so you don't notice it. I just got a bit giddy, didn't I? In fact, I got very giddy. Right. I shall leave that there so I don't make it worse. I wonder if it comes off with a baby wipe. We shall see any second now. I've got the Camelia baby wipes from Deborah. They don't come off. Oh, they do. They do, but it takes a while. I don't want to ruin the paper. It's faded it somewhat. Yes, it has. Yeah, it's got to a point now where it doesn't bother me, where I can live with it, where I'm not going to be awake at night worrying about it. I weren't anyway, I weren't going to be that dramatic. Right, so let's put a hole in the round one while that dries. Right, so I mean, some of these things, right, I've had them that long. You might be, if you're new to crafting and junk journaling, and I know, I can't think of anyone in particular. I'm going to use the small hole on this because the big one's just going to make the tree look really, really silly. Yeah, that's having a small hole. It's having a small hole without a rivet. Yeah, it's got to. Yeah, you might see these things in your charity shops and thrift stores, and yeah, car boot sales and wonder what they are and wonder what you can do with them. And you might just think, oh, that daft woman on YouTube's had them. Might be worth 20 pence. Darn sight cheaper underwear on Craft Telly, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I've not shopped on Craft TV for years. To be honest, before I had kids, I'd spend silly money on craft supplies. Silly money. I think your priorities shift, don't they, when you have children? Right, I'm going to grab some chain. I've got some out here. I've got some ball chain. This was a huge roll I got from BB Craft. It'd be rude not to have that much when they were giving it me free, wouldn't it? And I've got some connectors in here. I've not got many connectors. You get a huge roll, but then you get about 20 connectors. Very strange. Yeah, I'm in moaning mode, I really am. I do like to have a sarcastic moan though. Like this. There's so much on it. It started to unravel from two ends and I really don't know where I am with it. Oh, I saw an end then. There we go. So I'm going to use this one for the square tag. Oh, go through. You know you want to. Cheers. And I'm going to cut it with some very old, very cronky scissors. Close your eyes. Not you, me. There we go. And I'll put this connector on. These can be right fiddly. I don't think this one's going to go on. It did. Sometimes you have to open those little end bits up a little bit to get it on. Oh, that worked lovely. So there you go. You can put that on anything. You can put it on the top of another tag, a journal card, and you could even just dangle it from a page and it could hang out the side. Do what you want with it. Right, the round one, I've got some smaller ball chain that I bought from AliExpress and I'm going to give it a quick whirl. The reason I say it's going to be a quick whirl is this ball chain is so small, it's so fiddly, I may not be able to do it, so I may give up on it. I may just give it up as a bad job. And I've got some, is that a gunmetal colour? Yeah, which might match the tree and the gilding stuff I tried to put on it. But look how fine this is. I really did not read the description. Common theme there for me. Not reading description to note size or something. Yeah. I've just done that again recently when buying some clear gesso. Yeah, I did. I bought world's smallest tube of clear gesso. It's not that I'm going to use a lot though, is it? I've no idea what end of this is going to be, so I'm just going to cut it because life's too short, isn't it? And I'll thread it through. It would look so much better with an eyelet. I really wish I could find some of the small ones that actually work. I've got so many of the small ones. Maybe they'll set with some. I did have some of those you use with a hammer that would set the little ones a bit better. I need to dig them out. Put that back in there. Right, I'm going to get one of the connectors now. And here's where the fun's going to start. Teeny connectors. Big chompy fingers. Yes, I don't have the most delicate of hands. Oh, did I do it? Have I done it? No. I'm getting giddy for nothing. Oh, I've done one side. You my good luck charms, people. She says just before dropping it. Go on, you can do it. Go on. Ooh. Wowzer. Maybe I just had some dodgy connectors when I first tried. That looks so cute. I love that really tiny ball chain. I like it. So that's two we've got done. This one might look nice with, I don't know, chain coming all the way through. Two lots of chain, do you reckon? I don't know. Let's do it. I'm going to put two holes in it because I can. Because I'm feeling that kind of way. I'm going to put one at each corner. Let's have it. I'm going to set that, there we go, so it'll be at least a little bit same amount down. There we go. I'm going to go for the oldie goldie ones again. I don't have any, I may have some in that colour, slight chance I do. Let me just stand up to grab them. Here we go. Yeah, I've got a few in that colour, not a lot. Here we go. I just think that'll look nicer with that ball chain when I'm putting two of them on. I did buy some more in that colour, but I don't know where I've put them. I need a box of things that I've bought but I haven't used yet. I don't know if you might be familiar with this concept, but I'll want something, I must have it, I know I'm going to use it a lot, I buy it, but I don't want to use it at the time when it arrives, so I pop it somewhere sensible in my mind at that time. Then when I want to use it, I haven't a clue where it is. And I did used to have a box where I put new things that I'd bought, but I think that was back when I bought more new things. Oh, they've gone in lovely, I like it. Get some of the long ball chain. Oh, it's like untangling wires. Mind you, I have heard that people do that on YouTube and people watch. So, maybe I'll do a separate video of detangling my wires. One never knows, does one? I've done it again. When you don't want it to go across the front, you must go in. There and out there, yes. That's it. So it goes across the back. There we go. So I'll cut it yay length. That familiar old English length of yay much again. And I'll grab one of bronze connectors. Now I could go on for ages making these, but you have seen me now make one of each of the ones I want to make. And I've made a little bit of a meal out of it, I know I have. I've tried out a few products that I hadn't seen for many years. But yeah, if you want that look of something looking like it's been gilded, there's so many things you could use. I've just thought of another thing I could have used. I've got some metallic markers. I reckon they would do the job. I don't think this one's going to go in here. Or like I say, there's just so many products that's so much of a muchness. So similar. I've just tried to widen that a little bit so this will fit in. There we go. So, what did we end up with? We ended up with 3. We ended up with 3. That weren't a lot for the amount of time I was crafting. But, hey ho. That needs more stuff on the corner, doesn't it? I'm going to put a little bit more on in silver, because that blush just weren't doing it for me. Is this silver going to do it for me? It's showing up a little bit better. I think these look better over ink. Maybe if I'd used black soot, but yeah, you can see that a bit better. Yeah, and it looks nice with that gunmetal. Yeah, so there we have it. Julie dragging out her mangy old products and seeing if they still work, and making a few little bits and bobs from my huge encyclopedia of plants and flowers. Anyway, I hope that's kept you entertained for a while. I'll be back tomorrow with, I'm using magnets tomorrow. I've been promising to use magnets this week, and it's finally going to happen tomorrow. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.